This is the Troll Patrol. Live with Justin Freakin.
Welcome to the Troll Patrol live. It's a freaking Monday, and producer Warlord, you are off. I did not want to talk about Russia tonight, and I even had an interesting story about how Vladimir Zelensky doesn't think his troops are stupid. Apparently somebody at the Pentagon had accused the Ukrainians of being too stupid to operate equipment that we were sending to them. But I just didn't feel like talking about Russia tonight. Putin has indeed escalated things in the Donbass region. We ain't gonna talk about it. We're gonna take a night off. I try to divide the attention around, and also I might have slacked a little bit before tonight's show. Exactly. Has the Pentagon not seen the reports from people from Florida? Exactly. Apparently there are some people that believe that Ukraine is the Florida of, Europe. I didn't say I believed that. I'm just saying some people might believe that. Warlord would know better than I would, though. He's European. I'm not. I'm just talking out my ass. I'm just a stupid little American saying shit on my little YouTube channel. I had a dude that has been up my ass. Hey, I know you're British. Do you know where Britain is? Do you know where Britain is, Warlord? I realize you are British and you are also European. You're not in the EU anymore. That's a completely different thing. BJ, what's up? Sassy Snicks, thank you. Bought me a coffee on the Ko-Fi last night. Greatly appreciate it. I'll buy Sparkles and ice cream with that. She deserves it. You voted to move the island. You don't even want the island to be in Europe anymore. That's how committed to Brexit you are. Yeah, I've got this idiot over here on Twitter arguing with me about what an ad hominem is. Idiots always get the definition of ad hominem wrong. It's not any kind of insult. It is a very specific form in a debate where you use a personal attack as supporting evidence. X is wrong because X is stupid. That is an example of an ad hominem. If I prove somebody wrong and then call them a fucking idiot, that's not an ad hominem. I'm just proving you wrong and then calling you a fucking idiot. As I so want to do. I'm wrong because are you the guy? Are you the guy on Twitter? Motherfucker. It's been Warlord trolling me because that's the same thing he fucking said. Now this is tonight's meme. You may not get it if you're not a wrestling fan, but that was Baron Corbin, who at this time was down on his luck. He didn't have any money. He was trying to eat soup from a can, and he had to pry the can open. He got sauce on his shirt. He was hard times. He was up on hard times. Conservatives, go woke, go broke. Meanwhile, InfoWars ending up like Baron Corbin when he was on hard times. I just hope that, unlike Baron Corbin, Alex Jones doesn't win the lottery and become Happy Corbin. I don't know. I like the whole Happy Corbin thing. It's kind of funny. Porg, weed, don't mind if I do. Yeah, we're going to talk about InfoWars tonight. That's something we are going to talk about. He is going to do everything he can everything he can to avoid paying money to them. You know it. Speaking of weed, 2 days away. 2 days away from the 420 2-year anniversary spectacular coming up April 20th, 4 p.m. Eastern. This time, 2 days from now, we'll be like 420s deep into this shit. I was just discussing, I don't know how I'm going to do it. Last year, I smoked 5 different bongs. We got 5 different time zones to celebrate 420 in. I smoked 5 different bongs. I think I'm gonna smoke 5 completely different utensils. Like one time I'm going to hit a bowl, and then maybe we'll work our way up to the gas mask. I rarely ever break the gas mask out. Kind of seems like 420 is an occasion for it. The gas mask I own, it's locked up over there. That's what Raymond asked me when he was over here the other day. He was like, why don't you have the gas mask out? I'm like, it's a showpiece. It comes out on special occasions. And 420 is a special occasion, so perhaps the final 420 I will smoke out of the gas mask. Last time I did it, it put a walloping on me. And I was stupid. Oh, you think we're going to have nuclear war? Listen. Last year on 420, because I've been going through all the old episodes, right? Last year on 420, right as we were coming on, we got the Derek Chauvin verdict. So I was just like, we had reason to celebrate just as soon as we came on. Maybe on Wednesday, we get an end to the Ukraine-Russian conflict. Wouldn't that be some shit? And we get to celebrate again. Well, I hope it doesn't come down to nukes either. Apparently that's another reason I didn't want to talk about the whole Russia shit tonight, but apparently that's what's on everybody's mind, and I fucked up producing my show, and I should have talked about this. Apparently Zelensky is warning that Russia is prepared to use nuclear weapons, and that is bad news for all of us. Would smite Trump and Alex Jones. That's right. So BJ, the most kind, humble, caring, enthusiastic about everything, about living life, about helping you achieve your dreams. The man that was positive beyond belief. The greatest person I've ever met in my life, the most inspirational person I've ever met in my life, died of fucking brain cancer. God, it's been like fucking 3 or 4 years now. And yet, Donald Trump, Henry Kissinger, Alex Jones, people like that live long, healthy, productive lives where they're rolling in money. There is no higher power. There is no benevolent God doling out cosmic justice. No. It can't possibly be. So I'm with you. I'm totally with you on that logic. You want to take a look at an old clip? Oh my God! What have I got to hype the 20 stream here? Fuck.
Oh, you want to bring him in?
Bring him in.
All right, well, hold on. Okay, guys, we're gonna.
I can't. God damn it. Yeah, I bet that fucked everything up for you guys right there. Really wild, wasn't it? There was this right winger. He's now being prosecuted. His name is Benjamin Martin. I believe he is being prosecuted in connection with the January 6th insurrection. Producer Dave and I crashed his Man Up Monday stream.
Justin freaking right now. Justin, hey, he's really a pretty good guy. He's just a little bit confused. So let's go ahead and bring in Justin. Hey, Justin, how's it going, brother?
Oh, it's going great. How's it going with you, Ben?
It's going real well, man. It's always a pleasure to have you on the show. What do you want to contribute today, my guy?
What are you guys talking about? You talking about what it takes to be a man? First of all, I want to say you're poser South. I'm in Alabama. I'm the real South. This tea is so you guys don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, all right. So why don't you tell us what it takes to be a man?
Well, I don't know. I'm in Alabama and I'll fuck a man in a dress. Why won't you fuck a man in a dress? Are you that insecure that you won't fuck a man in a dress?
That's fantastic. So
Just to be clear, I prefer a man in a dress. Like, if I'm gonna fuck a man, I would rather they be in a dress, to be honest with you.
you're okay with that, right?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I be?
Good. Hey, listen, if that floats your boat, man, I've got no issue with that.
Enough in your masculinity that you could fuck a man in a dress.
I'm confident enough in my masculinity that I get to live my life as who I want to be. Right? That's the great thing about
Justin,
it.
let me ask you a
But
question.
you won't let other people live their life the way they want to be. You want to try to mock them.
No, I want everyone to be who they want to be. I love everyone. It's not my job to judge.
It doesn't seem like it because you guys were making jokes about men in dresses before I got on here.
Well, bro,
you don't want everybody to live their life the way they want to.
No, I'm
want
sorry.
To bully people.
No, I don't want to bully anyone, but I.
Panels are indeed toxic, but my ass needs to quit being lazy and do some. If I want to expand my audience, going and being on people's panels and doing this shit is what I need to do. my ass needs to go pull a couple of nights on Prime K's channel and fucking debate some motherfuckers. I understand what it takes for me to expand my audience. Just panels are toxic. Panels are toxic. I love, right wingers love to talk about virtue signaling, and don't you think that they are all virtue signaling with their American flags behind them? Yeah, there is a whole thing. There is a whole, left Twitch debate fucking shit going on right now that I have no clue. I'm seeing people that I thought that I really enjoyed. I'm seeing takes that I was not expecting to see from them. I'm not going to name any names, but there's somebody that I used to raid regularly, and I saw a take from them, and I'm like, I'm not down with that. That's not cool, but I don't, once again, I don't know context. So I don't want to, that's why I'm not going to bash this person, but I have not been rating them. It is some kind of vicious circle jerk, and I heard somebody describe it as, there's only, it was Producer Dave, that's who it was. There's only so many people watching Twitch, so if you're trying to do it and you're trying to make a living at it, you're all competing for the same dollars. No, I don't want to, because I don't know I couldn't tell you what I saw them say that upset me. It was just a small clip. It was just 15, 20 seconds of their clip. And that's not the reason why I haven't rated them. I've not rated them because they got larger, and I raid smaller channels. I don't know. I try to stay out of the drama. I just read the news to people. Do my own thing, but I should go be on panels talking about shit that I can actually debate people and win some people over. But this was a fantastic clip. Producer Dave hops in not long after this. There's actually a clip from this that I use on my YouTube Consumer Energy Commission. Justin Backens. Interesting. Justin Backens. Who is Justin? I believe Consumer Energy Commission. I do believe you have the wrong person. My name is not Justin Backens. Is that like a Bilbo Backens? Yeah, we just started. I'm still kind of a small stream. We're a small but niche stream. But there's not just 4 people in here. There are multiple platforms. You can see the Twitch commenters on the screen as well as you YouTubers. Bilbo Baggins. I read the Hobbit. I am not nearly high enough for this shit. Well, Consumer Energy Commission, if you have to explain your joke that you combined 2 words that nobody would be able to recognize, is not a very good joke. That's why I'm going to assume we might be talking to my buddy from Twitter over here, Mr. Kilgore Trouser. Consumer Energy Commission. Is the director of the Consumer Energy Commission a man by the name of Kilgore Trouser? If so, would you like to call and talk to us? Would you like to hop in the Discord? Because you've been talking an awful lot on the Twitter. I don't even know. You've said a lot of shit that I haven't even seen. I've been pronouncing single syllable words. Now here's another thing is Consumer Energy Commission dude over here has apparently been stalking me and has watched. I mean, it's public. It's content that I put up for you to consume. So thank you for consuming my content. However, they seem to have taken a real interest in me. Kilgore Trouser, whose account is a few months old, 17 following, 0 followers. It's all about owning shit like that. Do I have a secret admirer? Aww. We are coming up on my birthday. Yes, sex robot inventor. Justin is live right now. Right fucking now. 917-830-4359. What is up, Ginger? Welcome. Who else have I not? I've not said hi to a few people. I got off track there. Maybe I've acknowledged everybody. I've like Roman Reigns and shit. Acknowledge everybody. I don't like, and they're accusing me of having burner accounts. I have burner accounts, but not on Twitter. I have like burner Gmail accounts and shit. Probably don't use them the way you think I would. No, I am totally myself online. I don't use burner accounts at all. Because, like, why? If I say something witty, I want it to come back to Justin FREAKIN so people can follow me for more of my witticisms. Kilgore, we want to talk to you. Do you know how to use Discord? Would you like to Discord or would you like to call in? I'm pretty sure I have the phone lines open. By the way, somebody tried to call in last night. I didn't have my Google open. Apparently, I even signed out of my account. So somebody tried to call a couple of times. My apologies. If you tried to call in, please try to call in again. We'll talk to you tonight. The phone lines are open, 917-830-4359. Or if you are more technologically literate, you can hop into the Discord. Just let me know that you're in there in the Debate Freakin' channel. Because you seem to have a lot to say. He's been talking to me for like a week. I don't remember what the original conversation was about. I think it's possibly Elon Musk. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure where this all came from with Kilgore Trouser. But like, I was trolling somebody bigger than me, right? And Kilgore just kind of bit on, and I've just been responding since, because that's the way I work Twitter. I'm not going after a Kilgore Trouser. Kilgore Trouser has to come after me. There's a chud lurking, but I don't think they're gonna grace us with their presence. It's whoever this Kilgore Trouser is. Oh my God! Once again, the 420 2-year anniversary spectacular coming up on Wednesday. I have a poop boy clip. Do you want to see a poop? You guys may know about the stalker that I've had for 5-6 weeks now. I affectionately refer to him as Poop Boy. He followed me over to Echoplex Media last week. He's made threats against me. He's told me that he was going to make an account and portray me as a child molester.
He did. I forgot about that.
All this. But after he followed me over to Echoplex, I had a little conversation with him. He and we decided that we were going to get together, and if you will give me the opportunity right now, I'm going to see if I can get him on the line. And we've got an interview with the infamous Poop Boy. Are you guys ready for this? Ladies and gentlemen, on the phone, the moment you guys have all been waiting for. I've been plugging it for a couple of nights. We have now joining us on the program, Daniel James Bateman, better known as Poop Boy. Poop Boy, what is going on?
Now, Daniel Bateman will do just fine.
What, you don't like being called Poop Boy?
I don't like to talk about it, okay?
Once again, it's one of the many classic clips you will see this Wednesday on the 420 and 2-year anniversary spectacular. Celebrate 420 every different time zone. We're going to watch clips from the 2-year existence of the Troll Patrol, including the very first Troll Patrol. We're going to have election night, January 6th, so many big moments. All the classic confrontations I've had with stupid ass right-wingers on the air. My debate with old Gord, the don't unfriend me guy, Matt Spear. What's that one dude? Jake Jacobs. Jake Jacobs. We're gonna relive the Jake Jacobs thing. The Matt Walsh thing. That's like been the highlight of the Troll Patrol thus far. That I got one of my clips played on the Daily Wire, and I don't think it made him look good. I don't think he put up a good argument against me. He misrepresented what I said. I didn't think it was particularly my best clip, but he edited it in a way that it was like the best parts of the clip. me talking about how enthused the children looked. That was a good line. So thank you, Matt Walsh. You actually, like, the clip itself was boring because your stupid ass children's book was boring and it didn't have anything to fucking make fun of. I got a lot of new followers from Matt Walsh clip. I was averaging probably 6-7 viewers 8 before the Matt Walsh. We've been averaging like 17, 18 viewers the last couple of weeks. That's how much we've grown in the like month, 2 months since the Matt Walsh thing happened. We coming up on the 422-year anniversary spectacular. We got elections this fall. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'll cover some debates. BJ, yes, hook me up. If you have got people that will come on the show, yes, do it. That's one of the things. I have a hard time getting right wingers to come on and debate me just because I'm not nice enough to them beforehand. Like, I'm pretty antagonistic from the get-go. And they're like, no. Like, that Jake Jacobs dude was going to have me on, but then he friended me on Facebook, and I kept, correcting his bullshit. Walsh has been nothing but super cool to me. And some people have some issues with Walsh. Once again, it's that leftist Twitch streamer fucking drama. I don't know what it is, because I don't really watch people that do the same thing that I do, because I don't want to like absorb their takes. So I do watch the Majority Report, but I usually try to watch it like after I do my show, just so like I'm not doing the same clips they're doing and shit. You get a fresh perspective from me. I welcome it. It's hilarious when somebody tries to call me a pedo because I hate fucking kids. Not that I've tried fucking kids and that I hate it. I just hate kids in general. No. Don't fuck kids. Literally, don't literally fuck kids. Figuratively fuck kids. And like I've not done anything in my life where I'd ever even be around a kid. That Matt Spear guy, this had an absolute breakdown on me.
Dumbest fucking leftist I've ever heard. You don't even know anything. This is why nobody watches your show.
Actually, more people watch my show than yours.
Fucking idiot.
No,
You're
dude.
fucking hopelessly outclassed. Let's get on. You know what? Let's record this motherfucker. I will tear you up.
I wish. Please come on the show tonight. Please come on He tried to say that he did a background check on me, and that I came up on the sex offender registry. And I just laughed at his stupid ass. I'm like, it's impossible, dude. Did not happen. Hey, he told me to record before that. We had a whole like hour-long discussion before he was like, yeah, record this. And then he said it again after I started recording. Is what fake? I don't know what nothing is fake around here. That dude was the host of the Don't Unfriend Me show. Videos for Don't Unfriend Me, Matt Spear. Ooh, has he got a co-host now?
We crashed.
Oh, he crashed.
If I can get you added in here.
Oh, he does. Yeah. He's got a co-host now. Look at this motherfucker.
So please do me a favor.
Yep.
Please go ahead and donate.
And they don't know how to fucking do shit.
Yep, and I will put it up in show notes as well.
But right wing money just flows at these
I'm gonna put a link
motherfuckers.
on my page too. I just haven't been on social media.
Awesome.
All
All right, I'm gonna put us in a window here.
But he is a complete fucking idiot.
You're the dumbest fucking leftist I've ever heard. You don't even know anything. This is why nobody watches your show.
Actually, more people watch my show than
You're
yours.
fucking an idiot.
No,
You're
dude.
fucking hopelessly outclassed. Let's
Okay.
get on. You know what? Let's
He is actually crushing my numbers now. Like I can't argue with it. He is crushing my numbers now. But also when I found him months ago, it was like he was pumping money into advertising. That's how I found him. See, Facebook recommends people that are about the same level as me because they know I'll engage with their content. So I get ads for like stupid shows. Like that's how I find all these idiots. Conservative Mama, the fucking Jake Jacobs dude. That's how I found them. Some of them engage with me. That one dude, oh fuck, what was his name? I almost put the clip on the list, but I didn't think it was good enough. He blocked me immediately because right wingers do not want to be confronted with anybody that will expose them. Yeah, if I wanted some money, if I wanted to get the dental work done that I want done, if I wanted that insurance, I'd be a right winger. Because boy howdy can they rake in the money. But I love you guys. I have my chat is a far higher intellect than their chat. I guarantee it. And I couldn't do a show like we're getting ready to learn some shit. Like, yeah, I'm gonna cuss a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna call some people idiots. But tonight on the show, you're probably gonna learn something you didn't know. I'm gonna learn something I didn't know. My show runs an ad on YouTube for my channel. I don't think that, like, if it does, I have no clue how that happened. The fuck are you talking? Align the pupils before the dental work. Look. Consumer Energy Commission, we want to hear from you. Clearly you have a lot that you would like to say to me. So hop into the Discord. We can give you the link right here. There you go. 917-830-4359 is the phone number. Let me make sure that is correct. 4359. Yes. There's the phone number. Please. Phone lines are open. The Discord is open. You hop in the Discord, just tell me that you hopped in the Discord. Then I'll hop in there with you. Then we can have a conversation. We can finally hash it out man to man, mano y mano. Isn't that what you want to do? Are you still tweeting me over here? If it is you, I am not certain that Consumer Energy Commission is Kilgore Trouser over here on Twitter. But I think it's a good possibility. I love trolls. I want trolls. Please give me trolls. Give me trolls that think they can own me. That's what I want. That's all I want in life. I wake up every morning wishing for somebody to fucking take a shot at me. I want to be able to get big enough to where they will invite me to debate some stupid fucking right wingers at Politicon. That's all I want. That's all I want out of life. Honestly, that's all I want. That is my tippy top, my dream. I think it's realistic. Or be getting creepy with Restream bot again. I also want to bone. Did I want to be? Did I want to be? I do have ads now. There are a few ads. that I've put, but like I have to play them. Like nobody is I don't have the money to pay people to play my ads anywhere. I'm pretty sure you get, when my content has ads, I'm pretty sure you get ads for like PragerU and shit like that. That's what I get in my phone when I'm like checking a video or something. I get like a PragerU ad, and I think that's hilarious. Hilarious. What the fuck are you talking about? Are you trying to make fun of my southern drawl? And I wouldn't even call that an extra syllable. It's just a southern drawl. Seriously, if you're gonna talk shit, we need you to get in the Discord, or we need you to give us a ringy ding ding. That's all there is to it. Because it's not fun for everybody else if you're talking shit in the chat, because you're so far behind. So if you want to talk shit, I need you to hop on to where we can actually hear your voice. But we very much encourage that. Because we, is the Twitch not active? Did I say something? No, Twitch is active. We good. Everything good over here. Had me worried there. The other night, it signed me out. Apparently, I needed to change my password or some shit, and Twitch had signed me out. It was when we were doing the Freak Show, and I was like, am I banned on Twitch? What happened? What happened? My stupid ass. Who's a grifter? Modern Life, I would love to know who you believe is a grifter. We like exposing grifters on this show. Hello, I am debate. I love that emote. Whose channel did you get that from? It seems like something producer Dave would do, but I've not seen it on his roster of emotes. Hello, I am debate. Egan who? Thank you for being a freaking follower. Oh, it is a producer Dave emote? Oh, shit. I mean, am I a grifter? Here's the thing. Am I a grifter? I believe wholeheartedly what I'm saying to you. Oh, shit. Welcome, BJ, to the Twitch universe. We have emotes over here. They're really cool. I believe wholeheartedly the views expressed on this channel are indeed my own. I believe them with all of my conviction. And I feel like I'm very upfront about my biases. Like, I am a leftist. I am a comedian, first and foremost. I know a lot of people try to hide behind the idea of being a comedian to shirk responsibility. I still feel a tremendous amount of responsibility to be factual in the information that I'm sharing, to read from quality sources. Andy, welcome. Good evening, beautiful. RB, I'm so sorry about your printer on tax day. That's another. I am really, really fucking bad at promoting myself, asking for money, Like, it's there. I built an infrastructure to where if you want to tip me, it's there. Like, the links are in the description and everything. But I'm not saying it all the time. And I get annoyed when I'm watching other people's content. And they're like constantly promoting their Patreon and they're constantly promoting tips and everything. I mean, I understand if you're trying to make a living doing this, but also, like, I want my content to speak for itself. I want it to be, I'm delivering a service, and if people are appreciative, they seek out ways to show their gratitude, and they have, and I appreciate it. The most subscribers I've had on Twitch, the most patrons I've had. Fucking love you guys. And you know, it's not a lot of money, but you guys are buying me dinner a night or two out of the month, and that's fucking cool. As I said, I would make a hell of a lot more money on YouTube if I quit cussing, but what's the fucking fun? And it may get to the point where, like, I'll eventually, like, right now, it is not worth the effort for me to go and edit my swears out of the clips I cut for YouTube, but maybe at some point in time, you know, if that's an extra $10 or something from a video, I'll fucking do that. That's cool. I'll go edit the cuss words out. I frantically fought because, like, for some reason my state wouldn't accept my taxes back in, like, February when I actually did them. So, like, I frantically filed my state taxes, which I'm not getting anything. Frantically filed my state taxes on April 15th on Friday. And then found out when I did the story on Sunday night, oh, tax day is actually Monday. I had another day to do it, but, like, I'm glad I got it out of the way, but I was, like, frantically logging in, trying to file my taxes on Friday. I'm not high enough for this shit. Consumer Energy Commission. Are you going to talk to us? Are you going to hop in the Discord? Are you going to give us a ringy-ding-ding? Otherwise, hey, Porg, that's my next thing, okay? So we're just breaking down and talking shop here. In order to expand my reach on YouTube, like, my clips aren't what they call evergreen, right? Like, I'm talking about the daily fucking news, what's in the news cycle. So my clips are only, like, fucking pertinent the day or two of, couple days after, maybe. So in order to expand my reach on YouTube, here's the thing is, I used to make educational videos for multiple different companies, maybe even companies you guys have heard of. So I actually have a whole fucking library of cartoon characters, all kinds of fucking illustrations and shit. And that's my next step, is to make what they call video essays on YouTube. I've got the first few ideas in my head. Do you guys want to tell me which one you want first? The first one is fucking easy. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be the first one I actually produce, but, like, it's like the trans issue. I'm gonna show you, like, I've been trying to think of how to title it to get the most impact on view, because here, like, I'm not gonna curse or anything in these videos. But, like, I was thinking of calling it, like, gender and sex isn't binary, bigots, sorry, or some shit like that. But I was gonna fucking break it the fuck down. Like a little 15-minute video. You can't deny this. Here's what the science actually says. Biologists, geneticists, blah, blah, blah. The second one I was going to do is why you shouldn't trust any cops. The whole system is corrupt. Because if you've not heard, a lot of you have not heard me do the cop thing. And I haven't done the cop thing in a while because I fucking lost my I have to go back and do the research again. I had all of the citations. They were on my old Facebook, and it got nuked. So I haven't done the cop thing in a while. But I start breaking it down like the Supreme Court has ruled that cops have no duty to protect you, and here's the cases that show they have no duty to protect you. Not only that, but like fucking do the whole thing about why the entire system of policing needs to be overhauled. The third topic that I have in mind is prayer in schools. It's always like the end of the year. It's like valedictorians at graduation, or usually in the fall at football games. And there was a case just recently about a school not allowing a football coach to lead the team in prayer. And my main point on that one is not only does it go against the Constitution and everything about us as a country, it goes against the fucking Bible. Jesus literally said, when you pray, don't be like the hypocrites praying on the street corner, for they want to be seen. No, when you pray, go into your bedroom and shut the door and pray to your Father. Yeah, kids, like, that's the thing, is a lot of right wingers will be like, well, they took prayer out of school and everything went downhill. No, motherfuckers. Kids can pray to themselves. They can put their hands in a group and pray. The administration of the school, which is acting as a arm of the government, can't take a position on religion to encourage one way or the other. Twitch weed. So those are my three topics. I think I can knock one of these out in 2 or 3 days if I really sit down and do the research, because I want it to be everything to have citations. And they'll have YouTube commercial breaks and shit because I won't cuss. Some of them might get demonetized because they deal with controversial topics. Okay, modern life. How am I cringe? Please, like, I love it when you people have a critique, but you don't actually provide supporting. Like, you've made a claim that I'm cringe, but you have not provided supporting evidence. Wait, what? The cross is won? Well, they can appeal. They can appeal that ruling to a federal court because those crosses don't belong on public property. Oh, who's Porg? Oh, Porg is cringe. I don't know what's going on in the chat. I'm sorry, Modern Life. Welcome. Thank you for being a freaking follower. I'm not sure if I've seen you around these parts before. Yes, please do. I might be getting to the point to where I have to put the chat on slow mode. I do not believe that it is cringe that you said that you were non-binary. Gender is all across the spectrum. Sex is all across the spectrum. I don't see how it's not fucking obvious to people. I don't like fucking, you can see that the traits are bimodal. I fucking love Mandy. I don't know what she's talking about. I answer her messages. Sometimes days later, but that's everybody. That's everybody. Porg, I'm sorry that you got called cringe. I don't think you're cringe. I've got nothing but love. All right, if nobody's gonna fucking get on and argue with me, I guess we'll do the news. I was in an arguing mood. What the fuck? Come at me, right-wingers. Don't you guys think I'm stupid?
Do you think we're stupid? You think we're fools?
Huh? Come at me, bro. Apparently they tweeted at me. I just asked questions. Suppositions stated as they are. If declarative vulgarity makes you money or makes you happy, that's fine. I just disagree that it is liberal or helpful. That's all. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're the ones that keep bringing up my channel or attempts to, like, I was trolling somebody on Twitter, probably Elon Musk, maybe some other right-wing figure, but somebody like that. Possibly Spike Cohen. It could have been Spike Cohen. Spike Cohen blocked me on Facebook, so I've been trolling Spike Cohen on Twitter. So Kilgore here decided to just, like, hop onto my profile and say that, like, oh, you're hypocritical because you're a troll and you're trying to make money off of this and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, huh? Huh? It doesn't make any sense. You leave Mandy alone. Bad Consumer Energy Commission. Bad. You leave Mandy alone. Oh, shit. If you guys are traveling anytime soon, I wouldn't. The TSA will now stop enforcing the traveler mask mandate. Transportation Security Administration will stop enforcing the Biden administration's rule mandating masks on planes, trains, and other forms of public transportation, an administration official said on Monday. The move comes after a federal judge in Florida on Monday struck down the mandate. U.S. District Judge Catherine Kimball Meisel said the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention exceeded its statutory authority and failed to properly justify its decision. The suit was initially filed last July by the Health Freedom Defense Fund, as well as two other individuals. According to the ruling, the Health Freedom Defense Fund, we all fucking know who is funding the Health Freedom Defense Fund. It's the usual suspects, the Heritage Foundation, the Kochs, the Mercers. Is a non-profit organization that opposes laws and regulations that force individuals to submit to the administration of medical products, procedures, and devices against their will. Because our system does not permit agencies to act unlawfully, even in pursuit of desirable ends, the court declares unlawful. It vacates the mask mandate. CDC last week had extended the mandate until May 3rd. It applied to planes, buses, trains, and transit hubs. The decision comes as COVID-19 cases have risen in a number of states due to the spread of the BA2 subvariant of Omicron. Oh shit, you are left-handed, Consumer Energy Commission says, which is weird because I'm not left-handed. Oh shit, Mandy, you gonna get some of that expensive ice cream, girl. She is breathtaking, I assure you. Breathtaking. You should definitely wear a mask. It will not be a federal requirement. It could still be a requirement on the airline you are traveling. That's basically what it comes down to now is the airlines, and I assume all the major airlines will continue mandating masks. I don't know that to be a fact. So you should definitely wear a mask. But you might not be mandated to wear one. I don't know what the policies of. I'm sure like fucking Delta and Southwest are probably going to keep a mask mandate in place. Should definitely wear a mask. Cases are on the uptick. If we follow suit of Britain, then like we're going to see a record amount of cases and hospitalizations. That is where the UK is at right now. They are at record hospitalizations. And I feel like here in the United States, we're just not taking it seriously. Cases are already ticking up. My God, you live in sexual anarchy.
You live in sexual anarchy?
I don't know. Somebody in YouTube might give you a timeout. You be tripping, bonk. Kimberly Guilfoyle. Do you remember her? She's the one from the like the RNC, the fucking the night that Trump formally accepted the nomination to be president. He had the fucking weird Nazi-like speech. Tom out. See you, Tom. Kimberly Guilfoyle, the fiancée of former President Donald Trump's eldest son, Don Jr., met with the House committee investigating the U.S. Capitol insurrection on Monday, more than a month after she abruptly ended a voluntary interview with lawmakers, according to a person familiar with the matter. Guilfoyle, 53, arrived Monday morning at the federal office building on Capitol Hill, where the committee has been conducting its virtual and in-person interviews to sit down with lawmakers, according to a person who spoke to the Associated Press on the condition of anonymity. The committee investigating the attack had requested testimony and records from Guilfoyle, who spoke at the rally Trump held on the White House ellipse on January 6, 2021, before the riot at the Capitol aimed at overturning Trump's election loss. Lawmakers say that Guilfoyle, who was a chair of the Trump Victory Committee, the fundraising arm of his campaign, also raised funds for the rally and was in direct contact with its key participants and organizers. Members of the 9-member panel issued a subpoena to Guilfoyle last month after she cut the voluntary interview short over her objection to the presence of lawmakers. The committee's over the presence of lawmakers. What do you think you're going to get in the room when you testify to a congressional committee other than lawmakers? The committee's decision to subpoena her was unusual, as lawmakers have tried to bring in most members of Trump's family on a voluntary basis. Joe Tacopina, an attorney representing Guilfoyle, did not respond to a request for comment on Monday, but has previously stated that his client has done nothing wrong and will testify truthfully to any question. I mean, RB, it's not our place to comment on what any woman wants to do with her body, or any man wants to do with their body, for that matter, or any being wants to do with their body. I'm not sure what she looked like before. She wasn't on my radar. Apparently, she was married to Gavin Newsom. Now she hopped on into the Don Jr. train, which is just surprising to me. This is Representative Jamie Raskin lead investigators on the January 6th committee. He referred to the events of January 6th as a coup.
This was a coup organized by the president against the vice president and against the Congress in order to overturn the 2020 presidential election.
On January 6, 2021, President Donald Trump attempted a coup, says Democratic Representative Jamie Raskin, and that will be the centerpiece of committee hearings in Congress next month. In an interview with Reuters...
Weed time, Borg says.
Raskin, a committee member who led the prosecution of Trump's second impeachment, said the hearings will lay out for the public the steps the former president and his associates took to try to stay in power, despite
the fucking door that they stole on January 6th.
Self-coup, because it's not the military or some other faction attacking the president. It's the president, fearful of defeat, overthrowing the constitutional process.
It was unclear whether Raskin was expressing only his thoughts or the thinking of fellow lawmakers serving on the special committee investigating the January 6th attack. On that day in 2021, Trump supported...
it really seems like Liz Cheney hasn't pulled any punches.
Encouraged by the Republican president in a speech outside the White House to protest the certification of Democrat Joe Biden's victory.
And we're going to have to fight much harder. And Mike Pence is going to have to come through for us. And if he doesn't...
The worst thing you can say about Gavin Newsom, which is a pretty big indictment of his character, is that he's a shit lib. He is a shit neoliberal.
That will be a sad day for
$2 million to forget about the bonesaw execution. That's right. Fucking Sparkles will get mad at me for bringing it up. She doesn't like to mention Prince Bonesaw in a bad light because she has a really big crush on him. But the motherfucker did indeed pay Jared Kushner, the son-in-law, $2 billion to his investment fund, his hedge fund, or whatever the fuck it was. Good old anus mouth. Ain't nothing wrong with eating some ass. I'm just saying. If you're into that thing, if you're into that kind of thing.
Of Democrat Joe Biden's victory.
And we're gonna have
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
And Mike Pence is going to have to come through for us. And if he doesn't, that will be a sad day for our country.
Did she say she hates teachers? When did she say that? Oh my god. Oh no. Oh fuck. I'm pretty sure she didn't mean that she hates teachers. She said that repeatedly. She has to speak for herself. She is I'm sorry I stopped on Trump. My apologies. Not as if Raskin is a better looking man. No, she clarified she actually hates teachers. Okay, I mean, I can't speak for her. She has some wild views. Sparkles is Sparkles. Sounds like she had a bad experience with a teacher. As I understand, but oh fuck. My apology. I fucking love teachers. I respect teachers, but everybody's experience is different. Some people didn't have good teachers. They didn't have that teacher that spoke to them and inspired them. I had 2 or 3 that really fucking lit a fire under my ass. So fucking especially when I went back to college. SS Muffins. Why are you calling me the SS? What? Have you not heard her talk? She is infatuated with oh, you're still talking about Trump. She is infatuated with the macabre. Is she joking? I hope. Is she? I don't really know. And we are indeed going to be screwed when teachers and nurses say fuck you all, and it's already happening. So I can't speak for like what Sparkles actually means by when she says I hate teachers. Macabre, I'm sorry, like fucking you're trying to pick on my southern accent. Fuck you, dude. I just like you got a crush on. Oh, and curiouser. Fucking. We're talking about Mohammed bin Salman. I'm gonna fuck up spelling his name here. I really fucked it up. My keyboard's been fucking up. He is the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. Crown Prince Bonesaw. They call him that because was it 2018? Was it 2018? Maybe 2017. Could have been. It was early on in the Trump presidency. A Washington Post reporter named Jamal Khashoggi went to the Saudi consulate in Turkey, in Istanbul, and was fucking kidnapped and cut up with a bone saw. I don't know how many princes there are, but he is like next in line to the throne. He is the anointed one at this moment. Brought out of Turkey in assorted luggage. Chop chop. Apparently, Sparkles thinks he's cute. And I think she's kind of like... She's like, he can chop me up with a bone saw. And like, I don't know if she's joking or not. I don't know. I like, she's my friend. I love her dearly. Would she actually like to be chopped up by Prince Bonesaw? Perhaps. He's got some nice facial hair. I'll give him that. That is a well-kept beard. I'm telling she fucked up in the like she think about some weird shit. Dorothy. So I don't know. I like that's the reason why the other day somebody brought up Hostel and I'm like, Sparkles needs to see Hostel. Yes, sexual anarchy.
You live in sexual anarchy?
Because like she would probably like to be one of the people that fucking cuts the person open and bathes in their blood and shit. As fucked up as that is, like, she probably fantasizes about that. I didn't think it was scary. I thought it was funny. I think a lot of horror movies are funny. And spoiler alert for Hostel Part 2. If you don't want it ruined, come back in 30 seconds. I really want her to see the ending where the girls have overtaken the guys and like they're fucking kicking the dude's head around and shit. Like fucking she's really into women's empowerment. She's into fucking dismembering body parts. She would love that. She would love that. What is manga? I don't know what manga, LGBTQIA plus manga. There's a really burly dude over there. I don't know what she's into. I know she collects teeth and hair and weird shit like that. She'll spit teeth at you. Other than that, you'll have to ask Sparkles. I can't speak for her. So now, after hearing Raskin say this, saying that he believes it is a coup, January 6th was a coup, do you guys think that the January 6th committee is weighing sending a criminal referral for Trump to the DOJ? How will the House committee investigating the January 6th attack address whether Donald Trump committed crimes in his attempt to overturn the 2020 election? The answer is he did. He committed crimes. That's for fucking sure. According to recent reports, there have been some divisions in the committee about this. Politico's Nicholas Wu and Kyle Cheney wrote last week that some of its members are increasingly skeptical about whether they should refer Trump to the Justice Department for criminal prosecution. I don't fucking know why. New York Times' Michael Schmidt and Luke Broadwater had a similar story on Sunday. The committees can't actually file charges against anyone, but they can recommend that the Justice Department do so with a criminal referral. The House has already approved 4 such referrals from the committee: Steve Bannon, Mark Meadows, Dan Scavino, and Peter Navarro for contempt of Congress. Bannon tried to have his case dismissed and was laughed out of court, by the way. Panel leaders have been open that they're assessing whether Trump violated the law, too, and they've argued he may have done so in court. Many anticipated that the committee would eventually put forward a referral for the former president, but committee members like Representative Zoe Lofgren downplayed the importance of such a move in these recent stories. A referral doesn't mean anything, Lofgren told Politico. In practical terms, Lofgren has a point. Once receiving a referral recommending charges against someone, the DOJ is under no obligation to follow through and charge them, and often the agency doesn't. And one of the infuriating things about Merrick Garland being the Attorney General. Welcome, Tones. Good evening. Yeah, how is it even still a question whether he committed crimes or not? Not like we don't have incriminating text messages from multiple lawmakers. Mike Lee, Senator Mike Lee, privately trashed my friend Ted Cruz's efforts to overturn the election in text to Mark Meadows. Republican Senator Mike Lee privately expressed grave concerns to then White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows about his friend and political ally, Senator Ted Cruz. First of all, I'm calling bullshit on this story because I was told Ted Cruz has no friends. It is a well-known fact in Washington that even Republicans hate Ted Cruz. No one is Ted's friend. Thank you for backing me up on that, Merkin. I have grave concerns with the way my friend Ted is going about this effort, Lee wrote to Meadows on January 3rd, according to CNN. This will not inure to the benefit of the president. Lee's texts are among the thousands of messages Meadows turned over to the House Select Committee investigating the January 6th Capitol attack. His objections were more to some of the avenues that Cruz and Senator Josh Hawley were taking than Republicans actually trying to find avenues to thwart Joe Biden from becoming the president. Everything changes, of course, if the swing states submit competing slates of electors pursuant to state law, Lee added in a message to Meadows on the same day. Lee was referencing a movement led by Cruz to get state legislatures under Republican control to send alternative slates of electors. Maybe I'm not high enough for this shit. Or to suggest that they might do so. Trump went so far as to meet with top two. Oh, usually I do pretty good at reading this shit. I patted myself. The other night we did a freaking fucking around stream, and I patted myself on the back. It was like, I do a really good job of reading the news just cold. Not doing a good job tonight. Lee was referencing the movement led by Cruz to get state legislatures under Republican control to send alternative states alternative slates of electors or to suggest that they might do so. Trump went so far as to meet with the top two Republicans. Senators Ron Johnson and James Lankford. Steve Daines, John Kennedy, Marsha Blackburn, and Mike Braun suggested allowing a national commission to study fraud allegations and report their findings. State legislatures could then respond by proposing new slates of electors that could differ from their certified results. I'm not having a bad day today. I'm perfectly fine. I'm happy. Felt good about doing the show. Oh, shit. Let's hear about Representative Chip Roy and his texts and what we found out from them. Oh, you're booing me because I'm not having a bad day? Wow. I'm sorry. I'm sending you love and rainbows. I am excited for the 420 2-year anniversary spectacular coming up on Wednesday. You think I'm giving a bad performance because I'm in a bad mood? Or I'm doing a bad job of hiding that I'm in a bad mood? You're the one wanting to hear Mandy's voice. I can call Mandy anytime I want to. I have heard Mandy's voice. Throwing a head of lettuce at me. I love you guys. I love rainbows too. Clearly I am super into the color scheme. That's why this show should be called The Freakin' News. It shouldn't be called The Troll Patrol because I read the fucking news. I love the rainbows flooding the stream. You guys rock. And Doritos too. I'd like some Doritos right now. I haven't had Doritos in a long, long time. I don't think you can math very well if you think you're a fifth of the audience. Can you see everybody else on Twitch? Or are you an idiot? Do you understand there are other platforms besides YouTube? You can literally see them comment on the side. It's on the screen. They're the ones posting the rainbows. Though if you have rainbow emotes on YouTube, it will also post them. Just saying. I love how idiots always try to own me. And even if it was just like 6 people in here, I would still be doing a badass show for those 6 people to the best of my ability, and I would love those 6 people for their support. So, I don't know what your deal is, Consumer Energy Commission. You can still call in if you want to, though. Or hop in the Discord. I would really like that. I would really, really like that. We would love to hear your voice. I'll tell you what. Mandy will call in and talk to me after you call in and talk to me. If you will hop in, I will ask Mandy, super nice, if she will give us a call. And you can hear her voice. I'll dangle that carrot in front of you. Oh, man, I'm totally going to fuck your name up. Ralph. The American Revolution has led many men to believe that there is no difference between American government policy and the American system of government. They seem to agree that the American state can and ought to protect its citizens. Oh, that's a really broad statement, Ralph. I would need you to apply that to a situation, what you're actually talking about, what point you're wanting to get at. And I'd also want to know, are we talking, is something morally, ethically acceptable, or is something right by the law? Like if we're debating, what is constitutional, or what the courts have interpreted as constitutional, is something different than a theoretical interpretation of. What are you cutting and pasting this? Don't cut and paste. We want your authentic thoughts. We must not leave the system by any means as soon as possible. We must not leave the system by any means as soon as possible, except in the strongest order. For it has made so many individuals into criminals that there are two types of them. One is who do not live in society and has been committed in the first place. The other is who are responsible and are doing it at will for this evil and for sake for that others. Yeah, Rolf, you sound like a lovely conversationalist, but I think your points are far too abstract to get across in text. So if you would like to talk, please hop in the Discord with us. Give us a call, 917-830-4359. The communists are in no position now to tell those on the land a lesson. You are the people, you have a right to know. Who is a communist? First of all, I get called a communist a lot by people that I'm way more capitalistic than. I point this out all the time. I file my taxes as a small business owner. I own my means of production, which means I'm a real capitalist. If you clock in, if you have a boss, you're not a capitalist. You're not a capitalist at all. So, I get called a communist by people who don't understand what those political systems or those economic systems are. And that I am actually far more capitalist than. And that's just like my, how I pay the bills when I can pay the bills. That's just the way I pay the bills. That's my, podcast editing, making corporate training videos, shit like that. That kind of shit that I do. I ain't making no money from doing this kind of shit. But hopefully I will, and I am set up. Hey, you can go to the Freak store and you can purchase a t-shirt. You can't keep typing a bunch of stuff in the chat. If you want to talk to me, please talk to me. You've got to call in or you got a Discord, because I ain't reading that to everybody. We're going to go on and talk about the news. So, Rolf, thank you for being a freaking follower. We appreciate having you. I would love to talk with you about communism, capitalism, mixed economies. I would love to have that discussion with you, but we've got to do it over the phone, or you've got to get on the Discord. Well, all right, then fucking everybody subscribe to Rolf's Substack, so you can hear Rolf's views, because you're the people, and you gotta know. Rolf is laying some smackdown on our ideals. Texts show that U.S. Representative Chip Roy sought evidence of election fraud in 2020, argued against attempts to block certification. So, U.S. Representative Chip Roy, a Republican from Austin, expressed an early eagerness to contest the 2020 presidential election while also privately pushing for real evidence to be the basis for any challenge, and later urging former President Donald Trump to call everyone off the effort to block the certification of President Joe Biden's victory. If we substitute the will of the states through electors with a vote by Congress every 4 years, we have destroyed the Electoral College. Respectfully, Roy texted to Trump's chief of staff, Mark Meadows, on December 31st, 2020. Give a statesman speech. End strong. GeoCities page. What are you talking about? Consumer Energy Commission. I also don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, it's so weird. Like, you people are saying things. Oh, Dustin mentioned his GeoCities page. Oh, shit. That would be a good place to put your thoughts, Rolf. Unless they've got the have they still got the Tumblr? Yeah, I missed it. The chat's getting too unruly now. I'm not able to keep up with everything. Lengthy text isn't really problematic, but like it's not entertaining for everybody else. So like I have to go on unless they're gonna talk to me. Angel, I had an X page. X page. That was what I was. I went on the Wayback Machine and got a picture of Justin Freakin on the X page. I just did riff on obsolete internet platforms. Maybe we'll talk about ICQ next. Uh-oh. Jesus, Rolf. You're asking like these questions that require like thought and I can't give you thoughtful response to your questions right now. I need you to talk to me. You gotta man up. Just call in with your phone. 917-830-4359. Because you clearly have something you want to say. I'm not going to talk to you about any Bolsheviks or anything because I'm not up enough on my European history. Russian history. Russia's still Europe. It's actually in Asia, isn't it? Like, if fucking Russia is on like multiple continents or some shit. Goddamn huge. It's its own thing. Rolf is banned? Rolf is commenting on... Rolf is commenting on Discord right now. So how is Rolf banned? Hop in the Debate Freakin channel. Oh, you guys timed them out on Twitch. Okay. There's a divide somewhere around there that people recognize, I think. I don't know. I'm a stupid American. Oh, shit. Remember last night we did the story about the textbooks in Florida? Math books! 41% of math books were rejected for including like CRT or some nonsense. Apparently, the publishers are fucking confused just like we are about how their textbooks got rejected.
Has not specified what is wrong with the textbooks, so we don't know specifically what they included that's prohibited. Today we found out publishing officials don't know either.
The Florida Department of Education rejecting nearly a third of newly submitted math textbooks because they include prohibited topics like critical race theory.
Math is about getting the right answer, and we want kids to learn to think so they get the right answer. It's not about how you feel about the problem or to introduce some of these other things. There's a right answer.
Yes, nobody has given an example of what the CRT is, what is in the textbooks that is offensive. Nobody has presented any kind of example. Now, I've heard rumors that there is a textbook provider that has some connections in the government and might be giving kickbacks in exchange for making sure that they are the sole textbook provider to Florida schools. And that sounds likely to me.
answer and there's a wrong answer, and we want all our students getting the right answers.
Florida rejected Common Core in favor of new BEST standards several years ago, asking publishers to submit new textbooks last year. DOE says some of the textbooks include concepts like social emotional learning or culturally responsive teaching, which are prohibited. Florida rejected all but one math kindergarten and first grade.
When they said CRT, they mean culturally responsive teaching, not critical race theory.
But educators,
I'm sure they don't distinguish.
Responded to requests for more specifics, and Governor Ron DeSantis says the state can't release that info without publisher approval.
Right now, what's in their textbooks is
when you can have Jesus math of fishes and bread. Oh shit!
In the culture.
I hit the wrong one. I hit the wrong fucking one. I'm sorry. You can get your Jesus of maths and breads and fishes.
Consider proprietary information. So I would be perfectly fine with doing that. That's just not been their standard of practice, and it's not because they don't want to release. It's just because these are textbooks and this is how they do it.
But publishing officials say they don't know what is in the textbooks that's prohibited. Savas Learning Company had multiple books rejected. In a statement, Savas said it has a long and successful track record of working with the Florida Department of Education. Once we obtain additional information from the state as to the specific reasons why, Savas will work toward an appropriate resolution.
We've submitted public record requests for all communications regarding the selection of...
Might as well have the full penis on books.
Going through the same adoption...
What a wild statement.
Yeah, this is unusual.
Oh my God, Rolf, you live in sexual anarchy.
You live in sexual anarchy?
Good Lord. Here's what Ron DeSantis had to say about the backlash against the textbooks.
Well, they didn't say that was the only thing. I think there's a number of reasons. So we got rid of Common Core, as you know.
Full penis on books.
Which is a better way to do a lot of things, but particularly math. I mean, one of the criticisms was the parents couldn't help their kids with the math homework. So any of the books that don't meet
parents are stupid.
Are not going to be appropriate for us to use. You do have things like social and emotional learning and some of the other things that are more political in there. In our view, on something like math,
the attack on education is twofold. One, a more educated populace is more likely to not vote Republican. But two, they want to privatize the education system. They see that as the last frontier, the last thing that they can squeeze some fucking profit out of.
But second, math is about getting the right answer. And we want kids to learn to think so they get the right answer. It's not about how you feel about the problem or to introduce some of these other things. There's a right answer and there's a wrong answer, and we want all our students.
3 is the magic number.
Most of the
books yeah, it is. It's the magic number.
Florida standards, for whatever reason, happen to be in the early grades. As you get into the older grades, most of those books did meet the standards. But we're going to continue to focus the education on the actual strong academic performance of the students. We don't want things like math to have, some of these other concepts introduced. It's not been proven to be effective, and quite frankly.
The Common Core approach actually was effective. It's teaching logic is what it is. Teaching multiple approaches to come to a problem-solving solution. I was all for it. I tried to explain it to people that were against it. It's hard for people that came through the system of rote memorization. It's hard for them to understand trying to logic fucking problems out. It's hard. I understand. I get it. 69 is the nice number. Noise. That's the noise number. Ah, fucking shit. My OBS is being weird tonight. Guy comment, you live in sexual anarchy.
Sexual anarchy?
Oh, hey, we've got a couple of Tennessee residents in the chat. You want to hear what your state did? A Republican state senator used Hitler as an example for why you should let homeless people stay homeless.
Further discussion, center nicely. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I haven't given you all a history lesson in a while, and I want to give you a little history on homelessness.
Senator Frank S. Nicely. He is the Republican representative, or I'm sorry, the senator from Strawberry Plains, the Republican senator from Strawberry Plains.
1910, Hitler decided to live on the streets for a while. So for 2 years, Hitler lived on the streets and practiced his oratory and his body language and how to connect with the masses, and then went on to lead a life that got him in the history books. So a lot of these people, it's not a dead end. They can come out of these homeless camps and have a productive life, or in Hitler's.
All you homeless people, you can succeed in life. Hitler did it. You can succeed. Yes. What indeed? What indeed? Fuck. Yeah, he should learn to feel embarrassment. My shit's fucking up so bad tonight.
Do you think we're stupid? You think we're
Given you all the history lesson in a while, and I want to give you a little history on.
I'm not high enough for this shit.
1910, Hitler decided to live on the streets for a while. So for 2 years, Hitler lived on the streets and practiced his oratory and his body language and how to connect with the masses, and then went on to lead a life that got him in the history books. So a lot of these people, it's not a dead end. They can come out of these homeless camps and have a productive life, or in Hitler's a very unproductive life. I support this bill. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Nicely.
So you shouldn't help the homeless because they could become Hitler. That was this old fuck's argument. Don't help the homeless. They could become Hitler. Well, you know what I always say. Right-wingers are morons. All these old fucks need to leave. Now, I understand, like, I always bring it up when people are, like, talking about term limits. I'm like, our fucking best shot at getting anything done nowadays is Bernie fucking Sanders being where he's at. And he got there by just fucking being there so long. God, we need to get all these crusty old fucks out of government. Go enjoy your life, motherfucker. Stop enriching yourself off of us. It's not just a problem in government, though. It's a problem in all sectors of the economy. There are not these upper management jobs available because these crusty old fucks stay alive forever and keep working. So it's not just an issue with the government, it's an issue across the board, all sectors of the economy. Chaotic Taco, I love your name. I fucking love your name. Chaotic Taco, thank you for being a freaking follower. I could go for a chaotic taco right now. That's why I said I hadn't had Doritos in a while, and that's not true. We had Taco Bell a couple weeks ago, and I had a Doritos Locos taco. That's a chaotic taco. Taco. Fucking, I love that emote. Man, I had taco salad for dinner last night. I was going to make meatloaf tonight, but like, I could always make another taco salad. No, I can't. I'm out of taco sauce. God damn it. I love that there's so many fucking tacos flying around. I want to go back to Taco Bell now, even though like I regretted it the next day. I want to go back to Taco Bell because god damn it, I didn't like the box I got. I want something different. I would have been happier that night if I just had like 3 Doritos Locos tacos instead of getting my Border Deluxe box because I was disappointed. I was disappointed in my gordita and I was disappointed in my burrito. And as somebody who has Taco Bell like once a year, twice a year, I don't want to be disappointed in the food that I get from there. The nacho fries, right? So I always get one of the special things, right? When I go to Taco Bell, I don't know what I want until I get up to the menu. I get one of their limited time deals, and one of the things that they had was a nacho fries burrito. I was like, I can get a nacho fries burrito, or I can get this deluxe box that had this other burrito that was special, and it's like steak gordita. It's a... Sparkles and I like to go out and actually have a good meal. But every once in a while, like, we'll get some fucking Taco Bell, right? It's like once every half a year. Yeah, a la carte is best for the taco, because I didn't even want the fucking, I liked whatever she got me. Whatever it was part Mountain Dew, part slushy. I liked whatever the fuck that was. It was good, but like, I didn't even want the drink. I provide my own drink. I don't drink drinks from restaurants. But I was let down. I was let down by my Taco Bell. And then I told my best friend, like, I'm telling my best friend about going to Taco Bell as I'm coming back. He's like, I'm jealous. I want Taco Bell. So, like, the next day, he goes to fucking Taco Bell, and he gets the same exact thing. Sparkles, I told Sparkles what's in the deluxe border box, and she's like, yeah, I'll take that too. You want raspberry tea? You want raspberry tea? You want to go to fucking Bob Evans. Go to Bob Evans and get you, like, they've got, like, the syrup in the jerk shit, fucking, Get you a raspberry tea, unless the quality has gone down like 10 years since I've been to Bob Evans. Which is it's been a decade since I've been in a Bob Evans, so who knows? It might have gone way downhill since then. I always got me a raspberry tea at a Bob Evans. Yeah, guys always get me off track talking about food. Fucking pals. Oh my, I would like beg you to bring me pals if it would keep for that long of a ride, but it's not going to. You can't get it like at the outskirts of Knoxville and bring it here and it still fucking lasts. It's not going to be good. That's sad cuz I am craving pals. Oh my god, I want pals.
Lamar.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was indeed right about the Putin nuke thing. And that sucks. Oh, fuck. My keyboard is fucking up, and my I and my L don't work. For those of you who may not know what we're talking about, this is a fast food restaurant that is local to Northeast Tennessee, Southwest Virginia, and it is quite possibly the best fast food you will ever eat in your life. It's fucking amazing. God damn. My go-to here on the menu is the chili burger. I fucking love a chili burger. Motherfucking chili burger is so good. Cheddar rounds are also good, but they're only available in the morning. Everybody raves about their cheddar rounds. Zelensky said that Putin is prepared to use nukes, which is a fucking scary prospect. As you can see, this is on the news right now. Russia has launched Eastern Assault. They are ramping up again for another offensive. Dark Raving! You just missed us playing the video of the dude in Tennessee saying you shouldn't help the homeless because they may become Hitler. Shouldn't help the homeless. Just because Dark Raving wasn't here. Fucking yes, play it again. We're gonna play it again. This mother, Senator Frank Nicely.
Discussion centered nicely.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I haven't given you all the history lesson in a while, and I want to give you a little history on homelessness.
Sir, we listened to this earlier. You still didn't give a history lesson. You don't know jack shit about history. You are a fucking dumbass. You are as stupid as they come.
Do you think we're stupid? You think we're fools?
1910, Hitler decided to live on the streets for a while. So for 2 years, Hitler lived on the streets and practiced his oratory and his body language and how to connect with the masses, and then went on to lead a life that got him in the history books. So a lot of these people, it's not a dead end. They can come out of these homeless camps and have a productive life, or in Hitler's case, a very unproductive life. I support this bill. Thank you.
You're a fucking idiot, dude. Anything you support, we should automatically do the opposite of. That is my litmus test. Whatever this dude is for, I'm against. Whatever he's against, I'm for. He don't know jack shit about anything. Yes, he said that. This is real life. It's fucking wild. Speaking of people saying shit and we live in real life, like, I can't believe this is a real life character we're getting ready to talk about. Aw, fucking shit. Reuters does this thing to me. It never lets me read stories. I don't know why. We gotta go find the news story somewhere else. We're going to the Associated Press. What does InfoWars' bankruptcy filing mean? InfoWars filed for bankruptcy earlier today. That's the news I woke up to. Alex Jones's company, InfoWars, has filed for bankruptcy protection after the conspiracy theorist lost defamation lawsuits over his comments that the 2012 Sandy Hook Elementary School massacre was a hoax. As I always say, since we're bringing up a school shooting, kids, remember, shoot up drugs, not schools. Jones filed for Chapter 11 protection in Texas and told his listeners on Monday he was totally maxed out. He urged his audience to contribute money or buy products off his InfoWars website. He is begging for cash. Attorneys for Sandy Hook families have accused Jones of trying to hide millions of dollars in assets, as juries later this year are set to determine how much he should pay in damages. InfoWars told the bankruptcy court it had estimated assets of $50,000 or less and estimated liabilities of $1 million to $10 million. Creditors listed in the filing include relatives of some of the 20 children and 6 educators killed in the 2012 school massacre in Connecticut. 2 other companies with ties to Jones, Prison Planet TV and IW Health, also filed for bankruptcy. Yes, that's where he got his red pills from. Gotta have your brain fuel. Gotta get your brain fuel so you can question everything. The global world order that wants to keep you dumb and turn the freaking frogs gay. An attorney for InfoWars did not return messages seeking comment, but Jones has addressed the bankruptcy in recent days on the show. He has been banned from major social media platforms for hate speech and abusive behavior. Jury selection has been set to begin next week in Austin in a trial to determine how much Jones should pay the families of Sandy Hook victims. He faces similar trials in Connecticut later this year. Exact Chaotic Taco. Hopefully every fucking penny he has got and earns for the rest of his life should go to those families. The fucking harm he has caused. Plaintiffs in those cases said they were subjected to harassment and death threats from Jones's followers because he promoted the hoax conspiracy that crisis actors faked the shooting in an effort by the federal government to take away guns and restrict firearms. I saw right-wingers still say, like, oh, the official story, it's not true, something doesn't add up. Fuck you. Fuck you people if you believe that shit. Jones has since conceded that the shootings did happen. Alex Jones is just delaying the inevitable, a public trial in which he will be held accountable for his profit-driven campaign of lies against the Sandy Hook families who have brought this lawsuit. That was according to Christopher Mate, who represents the families in a Connecticut lawsuit against Jones. Fuck you, Alex Jones. I'm not high enough for this shit. Thank you, Platomatic. I agree, weed. Especially gonna need it for this next one. God, I don't know what to do first. You're gonna need a content warning for either of these stories. Do this one. Let's do this one first. What, Rolf? Oh, really? I did not know that. I'm amused by Rolf over here. Not as good, too, as cute. I bet it is a nice place to go eat, too, but I don't think you have a lot of money or you have any time for it. I just want you to, and I'm not sorry. I don't have to do that, too, but I'm not too sure what you want me. I don't think you have to have a lot to say. I just want. Daddy's love will teach you to survive this long journey with respect for those around who don't know how to handle yourself in bed. If only Mommy were home now, it may be too late, or she can help us make that final choice. Rolf, you live in sexual anarchy, it sounds.
You live in sexual anarchy?
Weird, brah. Daddy's love. My fucking dad. One time we were riding around after he saw one of my films that I did in college. I did a horror film where a far-right militia takes a group of college students hostage, wants to forcefully baptize them and shit. And my dad was like, "How'd you come up with that idea?" That was all he had to say about the movie. Oh, fuck. You'll cut nobody. I will, first of all, we can't have violent threats around here because Twitch will get all pissed off at us. And second of all, I'm not going to let you, you will bring no harm to anybody in my community, sir. Or madam. From the naughty list. What? We want to be on the naughty list. I'm definitely on the naughty list.
You live in sexual anarchy?
I live in sexual anarchy, and I like it that way. Speaking of sexual anarchy, do you want to see the most homoerotic video you're going to see, at least today? Employees must carve Slayer into their arms before returning to work. All right. You're gonna really enjoy this. Content warning again. We're gonna watch the trailer for Tucker Carlson's new special. We regret to inform you that Tucker Carlson's new special does in fact promote testicle tanning. We're reading from Mediaite. The promo for the new season of Tucker Carlson Originals incurred a veritable tsunami of mockery online for its montage of mostly shirtless men firing guns, wrestling, doing push-ups, swinging axes. God, holy shit, Tucker lives in sexual anarchy.
You live in sexual anarchy?
So this is the promo for, I guess, the new season of Tucker Carlson's Originals. Curiouser's question is pertinent. Does tanning your testicles lead to enlarged testicles due to testicular cancer? Utter nonsense. I see what you did there.
Once a society collapses, then
apparently it's a thing that they do. They tan their testicles because it provides vitamin D to your nether regions. Apparently boosts your testosterone. Manly man.
you're in hard times. Well,
hard times, daddy.
And those hard times inevitably.
Are you asking if you can tan your asshole with it as well? I don't know if it doubles as an asshole tanner as well as a ball tanner. I'm not sure on this one. We're gonna have to consult with the manufacturer. It may not be recommended for asshole usage, only testicle and taint. Good Lord.
Once a society collapses, then you're in hard times.
If you don't recognize the music, you may think it's Ric Flair's entrance music. It's also Spock Zarathustra from the theme from 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Iron sharpens iron, as they say, and those hard times inevitably produce men who are tough, men who are resourceful, men who are strong enough to survive.
I'm sorry I keep pausing it. We're gonna watch the whole thing through. We'll go back to the beginning here. But there's this little weaselly British man. He sounds kind of like Piers Morgan. Iron tempers iron, and hard times create hard men. You do not sound like a hard man. You're talking about this testosterone-driven class of manly men, and you sound like an emasculated British person. John Oliver did the voiceover for this Tucker Carlson special. Woo! It ain't your boy. Yes, the ambiguously gay duo.
Once a society collapses, then you're in hard times. Well, hard iron sharpens iron, as they say, and those hard times inevitably produce men who are tough, men who are resourceful, men who are strong enough to survive. And then they go on to re-establish order, and so the cycle begins again.
The end of men. Yeah, they weren't ambiguous about it. I think that was the joke. This video is not my kind of gay, mind you. I'm not into the hunky men. I'm not into the bears. I'm not I'm not into these kind of guys. I want a little Twinkie guy. Probably the guy who's narrating the video I would be into. I'd be like, hey dude, let me suck your dick. If you're into that, or if you're a fucking bottom, get fucking down on your knees. Go. The end of men. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know what I always say. Right-wingers are morons. Piers Morgan, though. Piers Morgan is going to save the world. That's a real manly man for you. Piers Morgan says his departure from ITV over his comments about Meghan Markle was a farce, and he wants to uncancel the canceled on his new talk show that starts next Monday. God damn it, we're reading an ad for fucking Piers Morgan, who was apparently canceled, but we're reading an ad for him in the Daily fucking Mail. I want to know who's going to be on his show. He's going to uncancel the canceled. What is fucking Grammy Award winning Kanye West gonna be on his show? Just won a Grammy just a month ago. Louis C.K. is gonna be on with Piers Morgan talking about getting canceled right after he won a Grammy and had a successful tour. Yeah, apparently he was obsessed. I don't know. I fucking fuck Piers Morgan. I don't know what that dude's been talking about. But I am aware that apparently he had some obsession with her and was always talking about Meghan Markle's appearance. Like calling her an embarrassment to the royal family or what have you. Fuck off, Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan says his departure from ITV over his comments about Meghan Markle was a farce. Former Good Morning Britain presenter, 57, stormed off the set following a dispute in which he said he did not believe a word of Meghan's claims about the royal family in an interview with Oprah last year. His comments about the Duchess led to more than 500,000 complaints, the most in Ofcom's history, though the watchdog ruled that the show was not in breach of the broadcasting code. Reflecting on the incident, Morgan has said he now wants to re-platform those who have been deplatformed in his new show. Let's see the actual incident where he stormed off.
She's entitled to cut you off if she wants to. Has she said anything about you since she cut you off? I don't think she has, but yet you continue to trash her.
Okay, I'm done with this.
No.
Sorry, no.
Sorry. So, do you know what? That's pathetic.
You can trash me, maybe not my own
No.
See you later.
I'm being...
Sorry, can't do
This is
this.
absolutely diabolical behaviour. I'm sorry, but Piers spouts off on a regular basis, and we all have to sit there and listen. 6:30 to 7.
He runs his stupid fucking mouth all the time.
To watch.
But then he can't take it when it gets dished out on him, eh?
The idea that I had to lose my job for expressing a genuinely held opinion, I felt was ridiculous at the time, and I think it's ridiculous now. I also think, frankly, it's pretty ridiculous.
Wait, okay, so this is him talking about the ruling. Was this the actual incident? Here we go.
Okay, let's have the names. Who did you go to? What did they say to you? I'm sorry, I don't believe a word she says, Meghan Markle.
Well, that's a
I wouldn't believe it if she read me a weather report. And the fact that she's fired up this onslaught against our royal family, I think is contemptible. I'm sickened by what I've just had to watch.
Okay, a number of people might be upset.
Sorry, you can
and
come to
moved
you
by
can
what they
defend
heard.
it in a minute. I'm just going to say what I'm going to say.
Okay.
This is a 2-hour trash-a-thon of our royal family, of the monarchy, of everything the Queen has worked so hard.
Good. Do you know what I have to say? Do you know what I have to say about your trash-a-thon of the royal family? Good. It deserves its thrashing. It's trashing. Fuck your royal family. We don't give it. Like he's one of these cancel culture motherfuckers, and he's saying Meghan Markle shouldn't be out here saying what she's saying. The hypocrisy of Piers Morgan right now. He is using his bully pulpit to try to fucking silence Meghan Markle. Fuck you, Piers Morgan. Well, I shouldn't have been fired for having an opinion. Shut the fuck up, you stupid Weasley little man.
It lies in hospital. They trash everybody. They basically make out the entire royal family a bunch of white supremacists by dropping this race bombshell without
that phrase.
They didn't name which one it was.
Honey, what else can you call the royal family other than built on white supremacy? Holy shit. Have you read a fucking history book, Piers? Or did you go to school in Florida or some shit? Good fucking Lord. Fuck you, Piers Morgan.
Weeks ago, that Meghan Markle had written personally to the chief executive of ITV, Dame Carolyn McCall, and demanded my... Apparently the Queen herself is like a groundbreaking figure and overall wasn't that bad of a person. But like, just as a concept, fuck royalty. I'm sorry the old lady was apparently pretty cool, but like... we should break out the boards for them. There's anyone calling themselves a king, a queen, any kind of royalty. We should make an example of them, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink, wink.
So, but apparently she's a lovely lady, and she was very progressive. Though I did see her on video with a pedophile just like 2 weeks ago.
In a few hours. Last time I checked, it's not Meghan Markle's job to decide the news presenters of UK.
I'm going to leave you guys with Piers Morgan.
And it shouldn't be her job. And I think, again, what Ofcom has said today
Take that.
is that I'm allowed, like anyone on television in this country, to express my opinion. And if you don't like it, you don't have to like it. I'm not going to stop you having yours about me. Well, it's not a question of, I didn't want to lose my job in the first place, but I only want to work for somebody who supports free speech and freedom of expression. And
unless you're Meghan Markle.
ITV let me down, and they let the viewers.
He supports free speech for himself, but not for Meghan Markle.
We ever had. We beat the BBC for the first time. That was what they wanted me to do, and they wanted me to do it by expressing strongly held opinions. So I did. Everyone tuned in that week to hear what
your opinions are stupid. Your opinions are stupid.
In which they told a number of falsehoods. From
I can't take another 4 minutes of him just bitching about his grievances. Rich white man talking about fucking how he has been aggrieved. This is interesting. Why he actually hates her. Let's get some of this royal drama going here.
Monarchy and the media, like Piers Morgan. He is one of the most influential journalists in the UK, and his relationship with the royal spans from covering
Guy comment.
Diana to the day
You were awesome for the gift sub.
I had a chance to sit down with Piers at the very spot.
Yay!
Had drinks with Meghan to ask him about that night.
I was like, yes, I would love to meet up. Why don't you come to my local rich actress? Whoa, what? And then it said they befriended each other in the last week of June when she was here to see her friend Serena Williams playing tennis. I was like, yes. And then they went out on like the Thursday night or whatever it was to 5 Hertford Street. I went, yes, I know that because I put her in an Uber from this pub to 5 Hertford Street. So literally, I was Cupid. I put her in the love chariot, which was a pretty rough old Uber, actually, but the love chariot to go and see.
He introduced her to.
For their union, you feel.
Well, it's more that Harry is responsible for me never speaking to Meghan Markle again. Because I'd imagine that the conversation when they went on a proper date the next.
Oh, he was trying to hit on her.
Anybody in Britain, said Harry, and she probably went, oh yeah, I know this great guy called Piers Morgan. And he went, what? What? You know this guy that used to run newspapers?
Yeah, I'm saying what as well because like ain't nobody calling Piers Morgan a great guy. I call bullshit on the entire story. Nobody called Piers Morgan a great guy. Never happened. Never fucking happened. Do stick around. We're going to the animal video tonight. If you're new to the stream, we always end with an animal video. Tonight it's a hippo getting a melon as a birthday present. We're also going to watch some Russian cosmonauts install a robotic arm on the International Space Station. They did a spacewalk. I find those fascinating. His dick is so mad. But first, I've been saving this one for a little bit. Hollywood hates you unless you agree. Hollywood hates you. This is like the Foundation on Economic Education put out a explainer video. It's like a 20-minute long video.
I can't think of a better way to
The Foundation for Economic Education. This is the description. Hollywood is becoming increasingly woke. They're isolating and disparaging large portions of their audience while doing it instead of making endearing entertainment that appeals to all people. Lesser quality, hyper-radical content passes through without a flinch. There are a lot of problems with Hollywood, and like them trying to be woke is not the problem. It's trying to make as much money for as little investment as they can. They tend to invest a lot of money on shit that doesn't matter and try to not pay editors, camera people, grips. But there's a lot of critiques to be had of Hollywood. This one isn't it. I'm gonna eye roll at the whole 20 minutes. I'm probably not high enough for this shit.
Destroy a beloved character or franchise than to treat its fans like garbage. And yet that's...
Oh shit, is this gonna be spoilers for the new Star Wars? Remember, I've been watching each Star Wars in order on May 4th for the last couple of years. I'm gonna be on the third one. Return of the Jedi is what I will be watching this year on May 4th. Why do you feel that first of all, Star Wars seemed like a pretty progressive story. I've only seen the first two. But to be completely honest with you, like, Luke Skywalker is not the hero in the story. Princess Leia is. She is by far the strongest character. That's something I didn't realize, until I watched it. And Obi-Wan Kenobi is fucking cool.
It's exactly what Hollywood has been doing for the last several years, slowly wrecking decades of goodwill in the process. Again and again, major film studios, TV networks, streaming services, and other kinds of...
Hold on. Curious, are you trying to say I'm gonna die before I watch all of the fucking Star Wars? First of all, I don't even give a shit about watching the rest of them. Am I gonna watch the fucking episode, 4 or whatever it is? I don't fucking know. Maybe. I'm told it's really not good, and I'll probably stop at that one if I do. But it sounds like you're saying I need to watch the rest of the Star Wars before I die. That's funny. That's funny to me. I told Jesse the other day. Well, it's not the other day. It's probably like years ago now. Like, I'm never gonna play all the video games I own by the time I die. I got a fucking shit ton of video games. I'll watch it every year on May 4th. That's fun.
Make it clear that they have a great deal of contempt for millions of Americans. People who they used to try to appeal to as prospective ticket or subscription purchasers are now looked at with disdain because of who they voted for or what they believe. Their money is no good, and anyone who creates content that appeals to them, even unintentionally, is seen as toxic, radioactive even. A traitor to all that is good and decent in the world.
I don't understand. Like, maybe they just are shithead people.
Led to the creation of a large number of shows and movies that seem designed primarily, or at least partially, to shame and mock a large percentage of the population, rather than being designed to entertain and enlighten them with good, thoughtful stories. This has become all the more obvious over the course of the last couple years. And unfortunately, I think this shift in the way most of Hollywood has treated its audience has had a fairly predictable effect. An awful lot of people are just done. Today, we're going to take a look at how the entertainment industry got taken.
The death of the movie theater has to do with just the dynamics that people can, like, my fucking TV is better, my surround sound is better than what I can get at the movie theater. Usually, I don't know if they've tried to up their game in the last few years. I would hope. But, like, the experience is better with me sitting here on my couch, smoking pot, eating whatever I want. I can pause, I can go to the bathroom. The fucking Spider-Man No Way Home on Sunday. Fantastic. Enjoyed the experience other than Raymond sitting on the couch with me. But that's a story for another time. Do the Batman this weekend. I do not have pumpable liquid butter. Sparkles brought popcorn. She brought the does it on the stove kind. And I always say I'm not going to have any popcorn, and then I end up eating popcorn, and then I get it fucking stuck up in one of my back teeth, and I'm like, fuck, this is why I didn't want to eat popcorn. It hurts. Can't not eat popcorn. Shit. Well, I'm not even paying attention to this stupid-ass video. Basically, let me sum up this video. They feel like Hollywood is talking down to them because they're stupid, and they are really incredibly stupid. And they don't like it, and they're doing a little bitch fit, and you're not being catered to. Well, maybe you're not the target audience if you're not being catered to, so you should shut the fuck up and sit down.
Bullies who arrogantly believe their job is to save the world, and what we might do about it on this episode of Out of Frame. I'll get to where I think this all went wrong in a few minutes, but I have to start with a bit of personal history. Although I spend most of my time making videos and running a creative team now, I actually started my professional life as a film composer, not a producer. And when I was in music school, I noticed a distinct difference between two different types of artists. Some, like me, wanted to create art for other people to enjoy and generally viewed their audience as a primary customer. For this group, art is not just a means of expression that's meant to be shared, understood, and appreciated by everyone. It's a means of making a living. But there was always another group that thought they were better than their audience. It was almost like they viewed them as enemies. Uncultured rubes, barely a step above the finance.
This dude would have hated me in film school. If we'd had classes together, would have hated me. Because like he's trying to talk about me.
Years and benefit.
Because I would have made movies that made fun of him. That's all there is. That's all there is. Like the people that I portray in my movies is the villain. Like I told you, the college students get taken hostage by a bunch of right wingers. Like that's who I'm going after. I'm skewering them. I'm skewing religious people.
There's paying for everything, who, of course, are the absolute worst. These artists hate the very idea of art as a commercial activity, and most of the ones I've met over the years...
Yes!
I suppose you would too if you thought that exchanging money for your work was gross, but these two viewpoints lead to very different outcomes. The artists who think of their audience as customers tend to be decent entrepreneurs, deliberately crafting new creative works that other people might be willing to pay for. Not surprisingly, those are usually the ones who have successful careers. On the other hand, my other classmates...
You're talking about those are the people that have successful careers, but how Hollywood has gone woke and everybody doesn't want to work with you. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Just your premise is completely off.
Who scoffed at their audiences mostly became teachers and college professors, or dropped out of the arts altogether. I can't think of any who actually found commercial success in their chosen medium. Another thing I've noticed is that the first group tends to be relatively well-educated.
You can't think of any, first of all, it's anecdotal, but you can't think of any that had success in their chosen medium. You're talking about commercial success is what you're talking about. And you started off by saying that these people didn't care about commercial success. Makes no fucking sense.
Adjusted, grateful, and open to criticism. If a song or a video doesn't do as well as they'd hoped, they might be disappointed, but they'll also look at what they could have done differently and try again. They understand that it's not the audience that did something wrong. Besides, there's always another good idea, another opportunity, and it's a pretty good life being able to make a living creating art. At least, that's my perspective. Conversely, I've often found that the second group blames the audience instead of themselves whenever their work doesn't land. The audience has no taste. They don't understand good art when they see it.
That's just everybody.
This kind of thinking frequently becomes a clever excuse to justify creating non-commercial art. After all, it's not unpopular, it's pure. Thing is, for years, this attitude seemed to be limited to the most avant-garde artists. People creating the weirdest stuff that was never intended.
That is correct, Sassy.
Successful. What's been surprising to see in the last few years, however, is how many people working in Hollywood seem to have adopted the same mentality.
Oh my god, Pork is like, is it hippo time soon? Yeah, I'm kind of bored by it too. Like this wasn't as good as I was hoping it would be. We got one more thing before the hippos, though. We've got one more thing before the hippos. Let's watch some Russian cosmonauts fucking replace an arm on the International Space Station. I believe this happened earlier today or overnight last night.
So that don't break the path.
This shit, the idea of just hanging out in space freaks me out. I couldn't imagine being this dude right fucking here. I wonder what he's thinking. Is he thinking like one little slip up and I'm fucking dead? Is he excited? Is it like he lived for this moment to be out in space? Borg really wants those hippos. I thought the space thing would be cool. I'm not that big of a space nerd, but shit like this really, like, this is neat to me.
If you have the time available, let's think how we can secure it better. And now, please continue moving.
This was him installing a robotic arm.
The next spacewalk, 10 days from now on April 28th, we'll see these two cosmonauts releasing a number of launch locks and launch restraints and begin the process of monitoring.
Well, I mean, I'm scared of heights, so I couldn't imagine even like being in that position. Just fucking wild. Interested in what goes through somebody's head, but like they could be really into it. Like they lived for that moment to be floating in space, and like they're just ecstatic to be there. This was the hippo's birthday. It got its favorite fucking meal as a treat. You got a watermelon. Do I have a description? I think the hippo has a name. Timothy and Uma. I would not, like, she's pushing it in there, and I would be getting my hand the fuck out of there. He's a chompy boy. It's adorable. Hungry, hungry hippos. I love its little whiskers. I like to pet its little nose. I say little. That is not a little nose. That is not a little nose at all. That is a huge fucking honker. Believe me, I know huge honkers. I've got one. It's adorable watching him chomp on it, though. One more time for us, baby. It doesn't look like we got the media winch tonight. Usually I take you guys to Meltdown Monday, but I believe she is off. Let's go say hey to Radical Maniac. How about that? If I can fucking spell. One more time, hippo. I wouldn't want my hand anywhere near it. But also, like, I'm totally cuddling that hippo. I'm cuddling any kind of animal. I'm a fool for fucking animals. I love them. So if I've told you guys, like, the way to know if, like, the cops frame me and shit, but, like, another way I need to add to it is if I die, like, trying to cuddle a big kitty or a big animal of some sort, that's plausible. That's plausible. It's not plausible that I would be outside the apartment very long, but it's like if that happened, somebody took me hiking or something, and I came across a bobcat, and the bobcat mauled me to death. That's a plausible death. You believe that. You hear overdose or you hear autoerotic asphyxiation, the cops are framing me. Avenge me. Avenge me. There's absolutely no chance of overdose or autoerotic asphyxiation. The cops are framing me. It's going to be a heart attack, choking on food, or possibly eaten by some sort of animal. Any other way, the cops are framing me. Please avenge me. If you're watching on Twitch, we're going to go over, we're going to say hey to Radical Maniac. Good vibes only over there. Don't forget, this coming Wednesday is the 422-year anniversary spectacular. 4 o'clock Eastern Time. 1 o'clock Pacific. It's going to be a lot of fun. Go ahead, light one up, tip one back. It's all right to have a little fun before you hit the sack. I'm Justin FREAKIN. We'll see you tomorrow night on the Troll Patrol. Live.